So I picked it up. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't feel like I. I'm like, let me pull it back. Oh, great. Just as I get hungry.
I'm starving. I just said that in my head, like, damn, I'm hungry.
Let me know. I want my stomach to be growling in the joint. It's Dime over here with this comforter for me. Are you that cold?
Y'all in the lights.
I'm cold.
Y'all in the light, Caroline. I am not.
It's like I feel a little brisk, but I'm like, it's not enough for me to be like, I'm cold. I'm crying. Like, I'm cold.
Now I need my iron. You know what?
I am crying. Bring it in, please. Well, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Toeachhisownpodcast. I am your controversial host, CHRISSIE.
And I am Anna, the authentic one.
And together we are
To each his own.
Why is the first thing I see on this controversy? The first word I see on the list is controversy. That's just the first word that jumped out at me for this week. Right after I say I'm the controversial one.
So,
Anna, was you trying to be funny?
No, I was not.
What is this about?
Well, first I want to shout out my grandma. Happy birthday and rest in peace, lady. So the controversial behind the scenes commercial, huh?
No, I was looking at the link to see if it was right. I'm sorry.
It's a controversial back to school commercial that it's not new, but it just resurfaced because of all the stuff that goes on in schools in America, unfortunately, because school just is not as safe as it used to be. So basically, in a commercial, do I want to play a little bit of it? Because it's like I feel like you have to see it to understand. But I'll let you listen to a little bit of it, audience.
Here just looking like this because have y'all seen the back to school commercials for the kids?
My mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These pencil binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I need for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
The parents got me the sneaker I wanted. It's pretty cool.
So basically, what's happening is the commercial starts off as a regular back to school commercial, but as it goes into like the different items that all the kids are saying that they got from back to school, you start noticing that it's a mass shooting going on, and all the kids are running out the classrooms like it's like
that's what the noise
mayhem.
is in the
so all you see is everybody like running like fast as shit, like trying to get out, and it's like, oh my god, like why? And it's like, I guess that commercial was made to grab everyone's attention, and it did just that because it's like it's not new. It just resurfaced because of what's been going on.
About the video, it's not new.
But yeah, it's not new. Yeah. But I'm just like, damn. I'm like, well, I mean, it's something to be said about that. We just talked about it last week in last week's episode with all this back to school stuff going on. Mm-hmm. The first day of school in Philly, there was stuff going on. You got people bringing weapons and drugs to school. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Fighting going on, bullying. It's like the first day of school. How are you mad? You cannot be that mad. You just came from summer break. How are you bullying somebody the first day back? I don't understand it.
Because unfortunately, you know, you have that especially in inner city communities, you have that neighborhood drama that transitions itself back into school, because now we're not separated by our homes and communities. Now we're consistently seeing each other 5 days out the week on neutral ground. So that creates, unfortunately, an opportunity within itself for, you know, kids to feel like they have a place where they can kind of get their shit off.
Yeah. Unfortunate. And it's just like that. You can just tell. That just tells me everything I need to know about at home. Me personally. Because it's like you're just coming off of a summer break. Something ain't right. It's the first day of school. Typically kids are like, I mean, even if they're nervous, they're not upset. They're not angry. And they're not being mean or mean-spirited things. That's all I was thinking about. But that's sad though.
What's next one? Show and tell.
Oh my God. Girl. I would let this play, but it's just entirely too long. It's so funny. So basically, this lady gets a call from a school. Her school it was the first day of school. Her son goes to school. I don't know how the hell, but her wig wound up being part of show and tell for class that day because the damn teacher called her. The teacher called her and told her, I just want to let you know that your son brought your wig to school. And the mom was so pissed. She said, I was so damn mad. She said, but all I could do was laugh. She said, because I'm just wondering in my head, which fucking wig do he got? Like, was it my wig or was it this color? So when she got there, she was like, well, why would you do that? He was like, because. She's like, let me see. She was like, open your school bag. And he showed her, girl, this wig looked like it had seen better days. Child, they tossed that. They passed that wig like the hottest potato on the East Coast. Child, they passed that wig around like a hot potato because that joint was shriveled up. Okay, she was so embarrassed, but all she could do was laugh because he thought it was just the funniest shit in the world. Like, and you could tell he didn't do it to be malicious. He just was like, that shit is funny. Like, my mama wear a wig. Let me show y'all my mama wig. What would possess you to put? She was like, I just want to know why you put it in your backpack and took it to school of all places. And the teacher calling me, telling me, just so you don't got no surprises, your son brought your wig to school.
I don't know which one you plan on wearing today.
Right.
But if you was planning on wearing this one,
it's not home.
It's not in the.
It is with us. Us folks in class.
They walked out before you did, baby.
Okay. Girl.
These fucking
kids. It be your own kids. It be your own damn kids. Every single time. Every time. They make it seem like you don't feed them, you don't love them, or you told them that they can't do some shit that you know that they gotta do. It's like, I never said that. I said you gotta wait until A, B, and C. Why would you tell them I'm not gonna do that and you know damn well I am gonna take you to do it? Because you said, be quiet. Just be making shit up.
These kids are so dramatic.
I'm telling you, from the time they get to kindergarten up until 6th grade, it'd be a shit show. It's something about that. K to 6, it's like different levels of shit that they be on. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying.
And y'all keep trying to say, be a parent, you say. Leave a legacy, you say. Yeah, all right. He going to be leaving a leg at home in a fucking minute.
Taking my good wig to school.
Listen, you take my fucking good wig, bitch. You take one of my old wigs. You don't take my new good wig to school. Okay, you don't know which one I just ordered, and you better not take one that just came up out of the box. Oh, so help me God. That meat is fresh.
Oh yeah, no.
Just fight deliver.
Mm-mm.
These kids play too much.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have had the same.
I'm not shocked though. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the wig. I don't know. I am half shocked, half not. Because when I used to be a pre-K teacher, kids used to come to school with all types of shit.
It's like, what was you doing with it?
Why did you
let the girls try it on?
Yeah, it's like, why you got your mom, like they mom's cell phone, the house phone, they got the damn remote control.
Like random
why do you got the Roku remote, man? Like, why is this in your little backpack? Like, for real though, like
you were just ready to get home and turn on the TV.
Real
like,
rad.
You just figured like I just needed it with me, so I'd be ready. Like, but my wig though, like I said, what did you let the little girls try it on?
Oh, well, I'd rather that than them slipping up and taking something else they're not supposed to take, like a sex toy or something like that. Because that has happened. That's
what I say. That's happened though.
That is not a toy baby. How did you find that? Yes, I heard some horror stories.
Kids be nosy as shit. First of all, either y'all got poor hiding places.
Yes,
some kids are super nosy.
Yeah, because it shouldn't just be within reach.
Because there are
for sanitary reasons too.
Depending on how old they are and what kind of kids you got, some kids are just slick as shit. Some kids is like, I know what you got, and they just gonna find that shit just because they want to explore.
Or this is the drawer that mommy never lets me open. So let me just see what's in here.
Like,
one of them kids. Was I one of them kids? I might have peeked, but I ain't taking nothing out of it. I might have peeked. I might have minded my business. I really wasn't like that though. The only shit I used to really get into that was my mom's was like her makeup, and I used to wear her heels and shit like that. But other than that, I never used to be in my mom's shit like that.
I did when I was looking for something, but I came across some stuff that I ain't want to see. So again, why is this here?
That's why.
Like, I should have been minding my fucking business. I should have just waited till she got home. Anyway, who's the boss?
I can't with you. That would be you as a mom, though. That's why it's so funny.
No, I know. Listen, all of my shit would be in a lockbox.
A lockbox, really?
Because I know me. Okay, I know me, and I know what. If I know me, I know what kind of child I would have. If my child is anywhere near as smart as I was, just as an intelligent level, I just know. Even just adding mischievous on top of being as smart as shit. Hopefully, they wouldn't be a demon. Hopefully, it'd be a nice, good child of God. Cause
that's actually a hard combination. A kid that's actually really smart, they're very
because they
smart,
know what they be doing,
and they are they just got them behaviors. I just call them challenging behaviors. Because they gonna challenge your ass to not do jail time every single time.
Right? Because it depends on how far they
to stay out of jail challenge being full of
fact. I was smart and I could have did some shit, but I was just too fearful of my mom.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was one of them kids who definitely could have did some shit because how smart I was, but I was just being, I'm gonna get caught.
1,000%. And always thought about my mom gonna say this or my mom gonna do that. It was always that.
About what my mom was gonna say or do.
Yeah, so it was just. Did you ever wonder what level of fucking gangster you gotta be as a teenager to steal your parents' car? Because I never had the balls to do no shit like that. Shit like that really be making me think you was a different level of bad.
They just had me. They just wasn't fearful.
My mom would have broke every extremity I had.
That's what I mean. In my head, that just equates to you just.
And she's not even abusive.
Or wasn't a kid. Yeah,
she's not abusive.
You didn't have any respect for your parent. You didn't care.
Right. Yeah. Because I'm thinking in terms if something happens to me, she gonna be fucking pissed. And she probably gonna tell God to get me. That's what I used to be thinking. She gonna pray because my mom was a super prayer warrior. I'm like, she's probably gonna tell God to get me. Oh my God! And I used to cry at the drop of a dime, like, Mom, why you? Yeah, I can see me. Yeah,
she would have got on my nerves with that crying shit.
Because she used to just be yelling. Oh, my mom was.
Oh my God, my mom was a yeller too. That's why I can't stand it now.
Yeah, I think that's what scarred me more. Some kids say they should just get beat for everything. Nah, my mom was, because she didn't want to beat us for everything, she used to just yell all the time. I'd be like, oh my God, here we go. Making my blood pressure rise. You don't want to pop them, so you just be like, I'm irritated, I'm going Super Saiyan.
And see, mine would be the opposite.
That's why, yeah.
They would just be sitting there, and I would just chop them right in the throat.
My girlfriend always jokes about that.
My dog even like that. I lift my hand up, and my dog would turn his head because he think he gonna get popped before I yell at him.
My girlfriend always says I know my neighbors think I'm crazy as shit. She said, because I be in here screaming to the top of my lungs at these goddamn kids because I be just tired of repeating myself. She said, but they probably think that I'm crazy towards them, but I never put my hands on them. She's like, I know they think I'm crazy. I'm like, well, I mean, I feel like every mom yell though. Every mom yells. And some of these kids,
some of these kids need more than yelling. Because every kid is different.
For you to get there, it's not because you shouldn't get beat for everything.
Ass whooping worthy.
That's just kids testing limits and getting to know the world around them. Yeah. It is what it is. Some days you gotta have patience more than others. It's just like they in a new environment, or can you really be that mad? They go and touch shit.
Days that you have to remember, you had these kids.
Yeah, right. You asked for them.
You might be going through. You might be having a day, but in their little brains, like you said,
they exploring the world that you brought them to.
The world that you brought them to, that you chose to bring them to, because you could have chose the cemetery.
I ain't gonna lie. Some people, I don't be mad about them harnesses, because you see them little jacks in action. Child, you look to the left, they 50 feet away. They on top of Miss Susan head, playing in her toupee. What the fuck? Get down.
Every time I see one of those collars, and I'm like, they one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Jack.
Get him. They get too close to me. Hold on, it's a little too long.
Oh my God, yo! Did oh my God, I'm shocked that I didn't send you the video. The lady on the plane, and the little girl walked up to her with the knife on the plane. Oh my God! And tried to poke her with. She's like, y'all better get her. She's like, I'm gonna smack the shit out of her. Y'all better. She won't fucking do that shit again. I'm gonna smack the shit out of her. It was crazy. Little girl had to be every bit of 3 years old, walking around the plane with it looked like they gave her eating utensils for something, but she had that knife in her hand, and she must have went up to her and poked her while she was asleep. And it was a black lady, but of course, yes, if you had to ask, yes, she was. The little girl was. But the black lady was like raising her hand, yo, somebody come get, I don't know who child is, but you better come get her, because she's walking around here stabbing people. And I'm going to smack the shit out of her if she do it again. I said, oh my God.
And y'all want to say y'all didn't agree with me when I said kids should be on separate planes than people who are not traveling with kids.
I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking before. My kids.
Was they chilling?
They were chilling.
Had their little tablet, their little headphones, yeah.
He sleep off.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was against melatonin, that might be the one time that I probably would give my time, maybe a sleepy time mocktail or something in their cup as we're boarding, so they could sleep and be peace and rest. Make sure they eat. Make sure they're well fed.
If you know your kids can't really sit.
Yeah, and give them something to do. Yeah.
But at that moment, if they not feel good,
and they're gonna be restless, you might have to.
I got 5-year-old and 8-year-old chilling.
Yeah. Yup. running around. Like, young boy, where your mom at?
Like this is not Home Alone.
I'm telling you, that lady, that when we was flying to Dubai, that lady saved my life. I'm telling you, she was a God sent angel, because she straight up was, she was not with nobody's kids, but had a whole coloring book. She must, that's gonna be my old ass on flights when I'm old. Like, you need something to do? Here you go. Here go a crossword puzzle. Here go a coloring book. Here go some Play-Doh. She probably
traveling with,
and she like, no, that's gonna be me.
Too long.
And get a little bunch of stuff. Have a little extra bag.
Spend $10-$15 and get a bunch of stuff.
And I would give it straight to the flight attendant. I would give it straight to the flight. Here it is.
Yeah.
If kids are restless, and this stuff for different age groups in here. You got a baby? Here's a teether, fresh out the pack.
Yep.
God damn it.
I bet you y'all will vote for that shit now. Family plane versus non-family plane.
You see they charging for heavy set people now too.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
I did say I think because people are heavy for different reasons.
Yeah.
Again, it's a lot.
Because it's
American.
It's only but it's only America's.
But my thing was because I'm like, how do you? Because I'm like, that had to be a migraine of a conversation to even have, because it's like, where do you draw the line at? You see what I'm saying? Because this is like, all right, well,
that's
like, if you have to take up 2 seats, because honestly, there are people who know, like, they get it. They like, listen, I need space, and I know I'm not the smallest person on the earth, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this whole row, or I'm gonna go ahead and buy this inside seat and the middle seat, and then whoever can sit over there, so that way we got enough room between the two of us. I think that's courtesy too.
Some people have reality.
They don't,
Yeah,
or they don't have the funds, or they don't have the funds.
Right. So I say because
I feel like if it's medical, it should be less money. If it's medical, because it's something you can't help.
Provide, your medical, unfortunately, and you really shouldn't have to provide. Let me stop, because you shouldn't have to provide no fucking medical documentation to book a flight.
Well, when you got chronic health conditions and there has to be accommodations made, such as them providing a wheelchair so that you can get there, it's a slippery slope. You gotta. You don't have to do that, but with certain situations, when you travel in a certain way, you do have to let them know ahead of time. Versus the people who fake it up till they get through TSA. But to be like,
okay, then
you know what I mean.
I would get there too. Again, it's unfortunate. I would just say,
but at a different discretion, not fully. I would just say for me
and those of us, who are below the weight line right now, just keep it cute with the weight.
I'm screaming.
We know what it's looking at. For those who are over it, if you can help it, if it's not a medical condition for you, and you like to travel, I would just say, add that to your budget. Add that to your budget, or add that to your lifestyle to try to,
or just don't use that flight ride. But I feel like it's gonna be universal soon.
I'm about to say, I feel like it's eventually
because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. If you're that big and you're taking up 2-3 chairs fully, that's a bit much. It's different to just be like, all right.
But hold on, if you're taking up 2-3 chairs, if you're taking up 3 chairs, let's be realistic. You realistically not flying. It's not safe for you to fly. I watched my 600-pound life, and once you hit a certain size, the doctor is literally going to tell you it's not safe for you to fly, because you do literally have medical conditions that are,
and you can't.
Physically, it's going to be uncomfortable, on top of the fact that you have medical conditions that will not allow you to sit in that position for that amount of time.
Or it might make you have 2 first class seats.
Yeah, safely. So it's just realistically, it can't happen beyond a certain size.
Yeah.
So I would just say, again,
just like you can't fly beyond a certain point in pregnancy too.
Exactly. So I would just say, those of us if you a little over it, just try to trim some of the fat down if you can.
What?
Or like Anna said, just prepare your budget.
Just prepare your budget
to be able to have it. And then those of us who are under the line, keep it cute, because you
already know it's coming.
Because you know it's coming. Because at the end of the day, once other airlines, if they get a whiff and they observe that one airline is getting away with it, and it's allowed to happen, other airlines are definitely going to implement it, and it's going to be a universal thing.
Yeah. No, we do.
Other countries don't have my 600 life.
They don't.
We glorify shit.
Yes.
I'm about to say, but obesity is a problem in America. Yeah, it's a problem, which it is not. I don't think it's the fact that we I think part of it is glorification, but the other part of it is just the awareness of like, wow, like this is really
a problem.
It's a problem. And unfortunately, some people, again, because I'm watching some people, their mindset of it is very careless in how they contribute to their diet and health, and the expectation of the people that are around them.
Yeah.
To enable
to be
them
truthful.
To do so.
It's
unhealthy, and it's not good. It's really not.
Yeah, but you can't tell people much. So.
Right.
They just got to see
Sometimes it take doctor knows already to tell them you are overweight. You have to stick to the diet plan, the 2,000 calories per day.
The fall family.
Okay, I know I'm probably doing a very poor impression of Doctor now, but that's my nigga.
You an asshole. So let's just jump right into the boss of the week. She's an asshole. The boss of the week is a Black author named Anika B, and the name of her book is From Hyper to Healed: How She Naturally Reversed Hyperthyroidism and Graves' Disease Through a Plant-Based Lifestyle. Which is something I felt like would be very beneficial. You never know what people are dealing with health-wise. We just start talking about like weight and stuff like that. And hyperthyroid, that affects your weight. So
that's a big thing in the Black community too.
Absolutely. So, you know, I think that this is a very, very necessary piece of literature.
I think so,
if I could put it into words. So if you're out there and you're wondering if something's going on with you, maybe pick up this book and give it a read and see what you could do to help get your health in a better position. Because this is something that is ongoing. It's a lifestyle, just like it's quotes, a plant-based lifestyle, meaning you're completely changing the way that you eat. Because honestly, the things that are in this food, none of it is good for us. Even the healthy plant-based stuff got a whole bunch of shit in it. All that processed fake tofu stuff is not good for you either. The water has metals in it. Like, so all the stuff that we're growing has shit in it, heavy metals in it anyway. It's just a never-ending cycle of our food being F with, and it's getting worse. So you know, maybe
you can't eat nothing.
Yeah,
that's
you
why.
Can't.
And again, shout out to her. I love the fact that she found something that works for her. But that's
because they probably were trying to give her so much medication. You know what I mean?
Of myself, I'm just like, it's something that everything I say, whether it's so much medication, that's a very strict lifestyle to engage yourself in. It's very disciplined that you have to be.
Yes.
Totally opposite of myself, who says everything got something in it, eat what you want, we gonna die anyway.
Got you. Yeah, but when, you know, that's a different
kind of... But I appreciate...
And some people, even when they're in positions like this, it's people walking around now who aren't doing what they need to do to be able to stay healthy and stay alive. Yeah. They're stubborn and they just don't have the discipline to do so.
Yeah.
I think I love my life and I value it that much.
I think I would be that person. My mom always said, don't say this.
It's not, because honestly, and it's sad to watch, especially when you have children that are involved that are like trying to get you to do what's right and be healthy and make better decisions and support you. It's sad to watch and it's hard to watch. In my personal life, I've seen people go through that. You can't.
For themselves.
I've seen people in my personal life go through that, and just to say that, you know, it takes a lot out of you sometimes. You can't be as concerned as you want to be because it's their health and they're within the right to feel however they want to feel. But at the same time, it's just like, well, when you fucked up, who you gonna call? You won't call me, right? So it's just like, it gets to be draining. So it's like, where do you go? Like, that's a slippery slope within itself too. Because it's like, what if you do have a friend that has something going on? It's like, health wise, you're trying to be conscious around them. You're not indulging in things that would make it worse or doing things like that. Because like, for instance, what if you had a friend that like had like cancer or something like that, and you were like a cigarette smoker? And they say that people who don't smoke cigarettes, even if you're just around it, it's even worse for you than if you were even smoking it yourself. Some people don't give a fuck. Like, they'll still sit there and do that. And it's just like, to have that will, even just as a friend, I think it speaks volumes. I think it speaks to the fact that you probably see more value in their life than they do at that point. And I hate to put it that way, but you do, in a sense, yes. Not saying that they don't love themselves, but you see more value in your life than that person does. That's a fucked up position to be in a little bit. And I could see me being one of those people. Like, oh my God, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. Because you just genuinely care about people. And it's like, this isn't healthy for you. Can you see what it's doing?
Yeah, I ain't going to do it no more. I do, but it's just like...
I ain't going to kill myself worrying about it. But it's like, you're not going to come to me and worry me with the burden of you being sick every time. It's like, where do I, like, mentally, how do I even draw a line between what's acceptable and what's not based on how I'm reacting? Because again, I'm working on being more graceful with people and like understanding, but it's just like, when do you become disciplined?
I think,
and we all choose our sins, right?
Oh. That's true, and I think it's
last week
it's best to
was just so good
to be honest with people, because then you have those people who suffer in silence.
Oh yeah, that too. You don't know what's going on. It's like, what, this whole time?
Something drastic happened.
Yeah.
Having just like, oh yeah, this was going on, but they never told
anybody.
You. And I'm like, honestly, I'm one of those types of people too.
Yeah.
So it seems like, it's like, and realistically, both emotionally hit people who are not going through it like hard, like whether you know what's going on with that person and you're watching them not be disciplined about their health, or whether you had no idea what was going on and then something drastic or fatal happens, and you're either way you're still hit with the emotions of it. And it's like, realistically, the person who's actually going through it, that's something that they think about too, which is why they either go through the woes of just saying, I'm going to be reactionary and I'm gonna do something about it, or preventative, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm either not going to do something about it, or I'm not going to tell anybody.
Right.
So you go through that thought process as well, and sometimes it's just like, whatever I make the decision to do, I just need the people around me to just make that same decision too, and just be on that same page.
Right. But I would just the other part of me, I like to just shed light on, like, people really can feel away, but yeah, you got to find balance within that, because it's just like, how can you not, how can you not? But yeah, be happy with the decisions that people make. That's just what it is. But yep. So yeah, that was that.
Not the boss of the week turned into his habit.
Right. Low key. Like, how did this happen? So let's jump into another topic. So this was something I was like, yeah. So you and I, we as y'all know, we've been friends since college, and at one point in time we were roommates. So this is the reason why I felt like this would be so appropriate to bring to the couch, because I know you ain't going for this shit. So long story short, there's a group of students who live together on a specific campus. I won't put the name out there, but long story short, so they're all women, right? One of them was a trans woman and never disclosed that. That's the first part. Right? Never disclosed that she was a trans woman. In addition to that, she had a lot of traffic of different men.
Let me guess, this the one?
Let me see. No, I honestly think it's her. Surprisingly.
She was my next guess.
Yeah. But
they were my two guesses.
Yeah. Because it's just like, in y'all everything was cool until you didn't disclose that you were trans, and then you have like all this traffic of people going in and out, like making content. So it's a whole beef over that situation.
Wait.
Like,
the trans roommate had a bunch of people traffic in and out the room.
Yeah.
She was making content about that, or
she was making content, talking about she was making content and stuff like that. So not only did you not disclose your so everybody's surprised to find that out. Because honestly, I gotta be real. As a straight woman, I'm thinking about what the fuck is going on in culture. You're not disclosing that with us, so I know damn well you're not telling the men. That's where my head goes in. Now these motherfuckers not only know where the fuck I rest my head at, right? I'm in the crossfire and I'm susceptible to the bullshit just being an innocent bystander. Suppose some shit go wrong and you creating content. I don't know what kind of content that you so call yourself creating, but you're bringing strangers in here and we're all women.
Yeah, that's my number one problem.
So I'm gonna let part of it play just so you can hear the story from the actual person.
So then basically the leasing officer or manager tells me that there have been complaints about the type of men I've been having in the apartment, as well as the amount of men I've been having in the second apartment. So when I heard that, bitch, I pooped. Because first of all, y'all haven't even seen other niggas that I got over here. So where is this coming from? And then on top of that, I'm a content creator. By the time that we had that meeting, yes, I had recorded some content in my room, but I had only had 3 visitors. And they were all college students, because I was doing content, people that I went to school with. One was a TSU football player, one was a U of H basketball player, and the other one was just like a regular college student. So I don't know what you mean, the type of men that I'm having, or the amount. Bitch, I've only had 3, and the type of men are just regular college students. Bitch, okay, but you're DL. So I'm not, are you uncomfortable with having DL niggas come to the apartment? I don't know what that was giving.
Well, only you would know that they was DL. Everybody else.
But I'm pretty sure they fucking figured that the fuck out when they're coming to. You're saying that they don't like. Come on, like which one is it? Because I was getting so confused. That's why I had to play that part. Because I'm like, which one is it? Because my thing is, you're saying y'all haven't even seen all the men. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck if you had one. First of all, we never knew you were transgender. On top of that, you're doing this so-called content with people first of all, if you're in a house with somebody, I think that you need to disclose that. You need to disclose that because I need to be able to know what the fuck is going on around me. No, I'm not fucking you, but you gotta keep in mind the way that you're moving. It's telling me everything I need to know, even to begin with. Because even if you didn't disclose that, at least make sure you're disclosing that. Like, this could potentially go wrong. Like, responsible adults think about the what ifs. Responsible adults think things through. Responsible adults think about the safety of other motherfucking people. When you live with somebody else, you forfeit that ability to just be able to do whatever the fuck you want when you feel like. You have to check in. Even though I'm not saying you can't say, oh, you can't tell me I can't have company, but if this person is disrespecting my space or if I don't feel safe, they don't need to be here. Bitch, I pay bills too. What you talking about? Go to fuck where they rated, let rest they head
at. That's the issue. And
I'm glad we never had that problem.
It's not, I say, let's be clear. The issue is not you being a trans roommate. I don't have a problem with having a trans roommate, but it's your behavior and the way that you're trying to cover it up. I didn't even think about the aspect of if you didn't tell us you was trans, what is the possibility that you're not telling all the men that you interact with that you're actually trans. I didn't even think about that until you actually said it in that, but that's when it created the problem for me prior to.
Because it's not always the case and it's not always necessary, correct. But when you're moving that way, yes, you need to disclose it. And I think if you're living with I take my personal space very personal. I pick where I live at and I rest my head very personal.
This is a lot. You bitches is doing a lot.
But I would want to know something like that. Me personally, regardless if you had content created, I would want to know something like that. Like me personally, I'm not saying that it makes I don't want you to tell me all your business, but I'm okay, cool. That's not for me to judge you or be getting your business. That's for me to be able to know that potentially something could go wrong. Yes. Bitch, I'm a dancer. If you strip, I'ma wanna know that. Yeah. So alright, so are you an escort? I wanna know that. Cause please make sure nobody's following you to fuck home. Like, what you mean you living with somebody? Certain shit you just don't have the liberty of keeping to your fucking self. You don't. It's gonna be shit that you don't know about your husband or wife, but some shit you gotta, you do know. You know what I'm saying? That other people might not.
I get it, but I'm like, if it wasn't for the content thing and the constant men, I'm not sure I would actually give a fuck to know if they were trans or not.
Okay, cool. That's true.
I'm about to say, because I get what you're saying, but I'm like, outside of that, I understand the dangers of having an escort as a roommate or somebody who did it again, because your industry of work already puts you in a very risky situation. And I understand with being trans that's
risky well. Within itself.
But like I said, if it wasn't until again when it came to the content and the constant men being out, if you was just trans and you operated as a regular girl, say you was office secretary or something like that, and it was you had a real regular lifestyle, I don't think I would necessarily care for knowing if you were trans or not. 9 times out of 10, I would probably be able to tell. Right. So I probably wouldn't have to ask you. It would probably be one of those things that didn't need to be explained. But outside of, like I said, the industry piece, I definitely, if you was an escort or something, I would definitely, I need to know. Because I need to know what I'm dealing with.
Absolutely.
But again, I told you, I get your aspect again, but just the whole, like I said, I'm a little up in the air on it personally, but hey,
yeah, it depends. Yeah, because when you put my house in, when people knowing where I live at and shit like that, shit gets sticky. Shit get real sticky, and just the way, and unfortunately, the way culture is.
Again, that's giving you are operating as a sex worker when you're creating content with only DL men. That is something that I need to know, whether you was trans or not. If you in this bitch and you operating and you're creating your sex worker content in here, and I rest my head in here too, I don't give a fuck what you was. I need to know that.
I don't care if you identify as a starfish, bitch.
I need to know that.
I'm so serious.
Because I need to know what's going on around me, where I rest my head at.
Absolutely.
Again, that's what you could identify as a starfish. You could identify as a purple fucking crayon. But if you're operating, if you're doing sex content in this bitch, I need to know. Because I need my percent on just being, because I'm dealing with the shit going on. Yeah, so I need my 10%. Thank you.
It just ties into it, and I feel and I hate to sound like the one to because I am not in any way, shape, or form bashing the trans community. Nor do I need to think. Nor just like you said, because sometimes, a lot of times, you can tell what's happening in front of you, but there are the guys that kind of slip under the. I said the guys. There are some people who slip under the radar and who present very, very feminine. So it's okay, cool, do what you do, have a ball. I'm not knocking that. You know what I mean?
Invite me to the boards because I want to go down to the boardrooms. Please and thank you.
I mean,
sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah. Listen, look, just like if you was in the gang, bitch, I need to know.
Yeah. Again, any type of risky activity. Any type of risky activity or behavior that you're involving yourself in. Shit, if you are a murderer, again, I don't need to know your business, but you need to. I need to know. So.
No, maybe not. Don't tell me that. That's the one thing I don't want to know.
I
often wonder how many serial killers I've walked past in my lifetime. Because I mean, when you think about the definition of serial killers, I'm talking about the newspaper worthy, gruesome, like fucking plot shit out, devious, sadistic ass killer niggas.
Yeah,
like,
think about people who have not. There's a bunch of people who have not in court. Some people,
absolutely,
you may not be a serial killer. You probably only killed one or maybe two people. Mm-hmm. So you're not a serial killer, but you have killed somebody before. I think about that all the time. How many people do I actually know or come across that have actually like did the big three? What I call the big three. That's grape, kidnap, or unalive somebody.
Mm-hmm. / torture. Kidnap / torture, yeah. That's like,
I mean,
all right, Chucky. Easy.
I didn't even say nothing.
Water your cowgirl.
Where's the reality check? Because I have no idea. Speaking of that, I did want to choose to do the Chucky and Tiffany.
Because you are just devious. Anyway,
I figured you would want to be Tiffany. I'll be Chucky.
Bitch, I just knew you wanted to be Tiffany. I just fucking knew it. Okay, right.
I wouldn't mind being either one, but if I had to choose, like I probably would do Chucky.
Me too.
I want to do Chucky.
Me too. Crazy ass.
Because I want somebody to draw the little text in the face on my face.
So.
And I hate the way that I look at smoky eye.
Yeah, I give raccoon.
I don't like that.
Yeah, a little raccoon. But I do. My eyes are already dark naturally. So, all right. Basically, this reality check was just, I called it a milli because it just was like
a milli,
just decent to listen to. It was just a thought to listen to about how people, a critical thinking thing. So I'll let you listen to it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to rewind the shit. It won't.
Give you $1 million to jump off a plane. What are you doing? Is there a parachute? No, you can operate a parachute. There's no parachute. I'm not jumping up. I'm not jumping up. No, why not? My life is worth a lot more than $10 million. Okay. Under no circumstance will you change your mind, right? Hell no. Hell no. When I mention airplane, right, what comes to your mind? Flying. Yeah, but where? Flying, right? But where do you see most athletes? In the sky, you know.
Hold on, pause it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want you to explain it to us because I can barely understand what he's saying. Which
his accent is thick. I was about to pause it too. So he said, if I gave you $10 million and told you to jump out of an airplane right now, would you do it? And the guy was like, hell no. He was like, why not? He was like, because my life is worth more than $10 million. He was like, so when, and they asked you a question, when I say airplane, what comes to your mind? So the guy was like, airplane. He's like, but where do you see it? Mostly see airplanes. He's like, in the sky. He was like, but I never said that it. You see airplanes like on the ground. Basically saying, I never said it was in the sky though. Like I never said it was flying in the sky. I never said it was in flight, anything like that. I said $10 million to jump out of a plane, but he names some kind of plane that's basically like pretty close. I forgot what he called it. That's pretty close to the ground. Like you wouldn't hurt yourself if you jumped out of it. I forgot what he called it, but he was like, what if I was talking about? He was like, well, you never mentioned that. He was like, but you never asked either. You just straight up said, no, you didn't ask any follow-up questions. And a lot of people don't do that. So they make decisions based off of half-truths instead of assessing further to find out more information to make an informed decision. He was like, and I'm just trying to break people out of the habits of having that thought process. He was like, I'm like, that was a great way to do so. I like that.
Naturally, when you say jump out of a plane, you're thinking about, bungee jumping and all of that because that's an actual thing. But again, he just said jump out of a plane. He didn't say.
He's like, is there a parachute?
Flight? Yeah.
What's it called? He's like, nah. He was like, oh, it could have been a stationary plane, one that just parked at the airport.
Yeah, I jump out that bitch. I jump on that bitch.
Jump on the tail.
Right from the landing.
I thought that was So yeah, get into the habit. I like those things like that.
Because I always imagine myself. The last time I was just on the plane, I sat in the window. So I love me a good window. So I'm a good Erica Badu when it comes to that. And I sat right there on the wing of the plane. I always just picture myself on the wing of the plane. I don't know why.
Yes, me too. Sitting there with your legs crossed, with your glasses on, talking about.
I don't know why. And I'm like, not like on some it's just like,
bitch, what you doing? I'm waiting for this plane to drop me the fuck off.
Like, if it was actually possible, I'd be riding on the wing of this bitch on the wing of prayer, bitch.
With an old fashioned coming. I'm just waiting for them to drop me the fuck
off. With the old fashioned.
All obnoxious.
Yes, honey, with the old fashioned. Thank you.
I'm crying. But yeah, that's all we had this week. Pretty lighthearted, pretty straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
We're glad that you joined us again. We can't wait to turn up a notch on y'all. It's coming, y'all. Like this summer was summering for us too. She trying to get me to dress up for Halloween, y'all. Now is the time to start looking, because you know when niggas wait till the last minute, they don't get dressed up.
That's what I say. This bitch be on me every year. Every year about Halloween.
So now I gotta get 2 costumes.
I try to get on it early. I'm trying to get some nails because I don't want to start looking for nothing and I don't know what I want to do. All so right. I'm trying to get on it early. Don't you let the end of September come. Don't you let October 1st come and I don't got nothing, because it won't be nothing. Because you know how I get. I'm trying to jump on it.
All right. Costumes got to be in the middle about the middle of September. I'm trying not to,
what we call procrastinate, so I'm trying to coordinate.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
If y'all got any ideas, that would be fun. Let us know. What duos? We should let y'all vote. We gonna let y'all vote. Let's do something fun. Y'all vote. Let us know what y'all feel like we should be, like a dynamic duo that we could be for Halloween, or like just anything. Like it could be anything. Like it could be, like she said, it could be Tiffany and Chucky. It could be peanut butter and jelly.
It could be like, no, don't give me that stupid.
I'm just. I know. She just got real aggravated.
I did.
Who aunt is you?
Tristan. But please don't give me that stuff like peanut butter and jelly. Please don't. I don't want no hot dog and bun, ham and cheese. Please don't.
I ain't never gonna walk outside as no swine.
Please, I don't want nothing stupid like nothing super childish.
I don't
like
even eat ham.
Like I would be like a cartoon character before I would be something like that. Like
give
me no food
for sure.
Like give me a real
person, a character, whatever like that. Make it interesting.
Yeah, but don't make it too interesting, but not intricate, because I'm not doing all that extra shit. Like,
all right, she got too many parameters. It's either you're doing it or you're not, bitch. Because sometimes a little bit go a long way. The fuck is wrong with you?
When I say not super intricate, I mean like nothing.
Like you gotta paint your whole body with latex paint, like Mystique or some shit like that.
That's what I mean. Cool. Like nothing that we gotta do a whole bunch to actually put together.
Got you. Shout out to my homegirl from college.
Yeah, because that was decent. I was saying that was good, but I don't have the time to do all that right now. We working on a time limit. So come on.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So holla at us. Let us know what y'all think. Meet us back here to kick it. Sub us on every DSP that you use, whether it's YouTube, whether you be on Spotify, Apple, whatever. Get us over there. Hit that button. Come back and keep coming back. And we love y'all.
Thank you.
See y'all next week.
Bye.